in the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, it's your boy Shondell GQ Tuesday, and I got my main man with me, Sneaky Snare, Shelly Shell. So yeah, man. Right now we got the Knicks. Man, this is one of the best seasons they had in a long time. They're looking real good. Man, they just got to deal with a lot of injuries going on. So, what's your thoughts about the Knicks, man? Especially with them losing Julius Randle. The hope was that he would have come back, but he has to get the surgery. What do you think about all this?
Do I think he was gonna? I don't know. Do I think he was gonna make a difference in the playoffs because we've seen Julius Randle as a playoff choker? I think maybe this probably would have been a year Julius Randle steps up in the playoffs, but now we'll never know because he's out for the season.
Yeah.
It kind of hurts them, but it kind of don't because they kind of been playing kind of okay basketball without him. I think they are kind of missing his scoring though. Like Dante DiVincenzo has been good. Josh Hart is probably the one of the greatest hustle players I've ever seen in my life. Isaiah Hartenstein has been good. Miles McBride, he's been really good in the starting lineup. OG, he's been hurt, but I think it does hurt him because if the playoffs start today, they will face the Magic. But the thing is, the Magic really don't have a lot of their offense really isn't high power. So I think if they go into that matchup, I would give them a decent chance. Now, we still got 2 weeks left, so injuries, knock on wood, anything could happen. But I would still give the Knicks a good chance, especially if OG is there. I think they have a good chance, but it definitely hurts them. They
You
go
heard
miss
the
that
news
scoring.
about OG?
What isn't he supposed to come back eventually?
Yeah, they want him to come back, but honestly, I think he in the same situation as like Julius Randle. Because pretty much the report from what Shams put it out is that they're just hoping that he just keeps resting and wake up and feel better one day. But he's having pretty much pathology. He's bone spurs in his elbow, and pretty much when you got elbow spurs, bone spurs like that, it's like they don't know what's really causing it. And then he came back and aggravated it just off reaching for the ball too. So I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think OG. I hate to say it, but I don't think OG comes back. I think if OG does come back and how easily agitated that injury is, he's not going to be able to play enough minutes or actually push through it because you're going to have a pretty good high pain tolerance to be able to play through that. And basketball defense is with your hands and arms, and he needs that. That's what makes him a great defender. He not being able to use that elbow to extend. There's no way he's going to be able to play. And honestly, playing through it, that's the easiest time to get hurt when you already hurt. So I don't think it's worth it for him, honestly, for his career-wise to do it. He's going to need surgery again on it. I don't think he's going to wake up and feel better. I think OG is probably going to be out for the season, just like Julius Randle.
This is a contract year for him too. He's going to be a free agent after this year. And he probably, and I saw a report say he expects to at least get 4 years, 120 to 140 something.
That's decent
From the Knicks. He can get that. When he plays, he's been good for them. But they've been stuck with the injury bug. The injury bug, and I don't know if that's a Tibbs thing or it's just happened. Me personally, the Randall injury, I think that was just a freak injury. I think he was going up or something like that, and then he just landed wrong, and then he basically dislocated. I just think that is just a freak injury. The OG one, I think that was kind of freak injury too. He comes back and then he only played 3 games, and then he just gets hurt again. I don't think that's just from playing over minutes.
I'm not gonna hold you. Him coming back and what he did to get hurt, it was he just reached out and it immediately hurt. That's just wear and tear right there. I think honestly, I hate to say it, it's gonna come down. Even if it's not Tibbs' fault, it's gonna always be Tibbs' fault because he playing his starters 40 minutes a game. It's amazing if you parlaying for the Knicks because they're gonna always be out there, even when it's a blowout. But honestly, he got to give those guys a break. He got to give those guys rest, time to actually be out. Even Josh Hart. I mean, what is Josh Hart dealing with right now? I think he got a nagging injury, a sprained right wrist. Man, it's basketball, bro, and I get it. He's not an offensive player like that, but it's hard to play ball with a sprained wrist. that's like one of the easiest things to hurt a wrist because it's hard because it's like you use your hands so much. I don't know. I think they out there limping. Then you get Isaiah Hartenstein. He decent, he great, but even him, he dealing with head. He got to deal with a sore Achilles. You get Mitchell Robinson back, and Tibbs playing him just like 20 some minutes a game. But I don't know, man. I don't. And then the Magic, they're nice. They got a nice size on them. Yeah, they got nice size on them. And I don't think that it's gonna come down to just Brunson. It's gonna come down to Brunson and DiVincenzo. Like he amazing. He taking like 9 threes a game and hitting like 4 to 5. So it's like, bro, like I don't think they got enough to like withstand the Magic.
They're gonna play at least 45 minutes per game in the playoffs. They're gonna play that. It's gonna happen. I mean, McBride. Every time I look up, he damn near be playing the whole game. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Josh Hart. He's gonna play. Josh Hart's gonna damn near play the whole game, bro. Playing 48 minutes in the NBA is crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Your only break times are timeouts and halftime. That's your only time. That's your only breaks. And media timeouts. That's it. Like, bro, Josh Hart, 46 last game. 46. McBride, 45. Brunson, surprisingly, he only played 36. DiVincenzo, he only played 35. I think he low-key just trying to rest them. Those are really his 2 best players as of right now. So I think he's kind of resting them. But their offense really isn't that – it's not that high-powered, especially now with no Randall. So, like, if Jalen Brunson has to come out the game, where your offense going to come from?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie, I praised the Bogdanovich trade, but he ain't really been that good since he's come over there.
Nah, he hasn't.
Alec Burks, he's been hurt since he's gotten over there. He only played 3 minutes last game. So you really have no choice but to play Jalen Brunson damn near almost the whole game and DiVincenzo the whole game. And then even if Brunson does come out, who's going to initiate the offense? I think DiVincenzo can really get his own shot if we're being honest. But I think it's better when Jalen Brunson sets him up.
Yeah.
So you have no choice. It's going to be kind of another D Rose situation. He's going to play. He's going to play a lot of minutes. Well, damn near this whole team's going to play a lot of minutes if we're being honest. But that's just the Tibbs way. He's going to play his guys. He don't really like rookies. And if you can play, he's going to play you, bro.
He going to run you ragged. I think that's what – it don't even matter. It don't matter what the Knicks do. Even if the Knicks, they keep losing. If they keep losing guys, the narrative going to be too easy to pick on Tibbs to say, like, he playing them too many minutes. Because at this point, it's getting to the point, it's like, shit, if he want to win, he got to play them. And it's like, it's a lose-lose either way for Tibbs. Like, honestly, I think Tibbs, when it come down to it, like one of the best 500 coaches, I don't think he's up there. I think he's probably more like at the bottom of the best 500 coaches. I think he just, offense isn't that great, runs the players ragged. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for the Knicks right now. I think they might be a first-round bounce.
Are you gonna? I understand he plays his players a lot, but you think that hurts? Like that affects his coaching? Like I think he's still a good coach. So it's like I don't think just playing your players the whole game, like at least me, affects like his coaching ranking. Like I wouldn't say that.
I think it come down to like what affects his coaching. The ranking for me, I'm gonna say the injuries. I never got over like him playing Derrick Rose that much.
I don't think nobody will. Nobody.
The Derrick Rose thing, and then it's just like I get it. Doc only did it once, and he underperformed with a lot of those teams he had. But that one ring keep him. He gonna always keep a job. He gonna keep a job with that one ring. But it's like now with Tibbs, he gotta win. I think honestly, it's getting to the point in his tenure. It's like he got to just get one. I don't think it's gonna happen with the Knicks, and I don't think he got the hardware. Honestly, he don't got the NBA's turned into us like way more offense than defense. And I don't think he's a good offensive coach. I just don't think he's good enough right now to win. And I think without having an offensive scheme and not having the hardware, his ranking hurt for me. It's at the bottom. Out of 500 coaches, not out of all coaches.
Has it really been 500 coaches in the NBA though?
No, I'm talking about just like winning, like like above 500 win percentage. I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The ceiling for the Knicks was like conference finals. That was their ceiling. Now their ceiling is really
Second round.
second round. Like, could they beat the Magic? I said, yeah, they could. Would I pick them? I don't know. I don't think so.
I got the Magic.
But I think if they go to the second round with basically Jalen Brunson and DiVincenzo, I think that's a successful season. I think if they can just get past that, and then whoever they face, I think they would face
Pacers.
No, they would face Boston in the second round. They are definitely going to lose.
Yeah, Boston.
So we're not. I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna put that against you if you basically lose to Boston with an underman team. I'm not gonna hold that against you.
I'm not gonna hold you. The Magic right now, bro. Like they're like the dark horse. They're like they're the dark horse in the East because like they're so young and they're so good. Like Pablo Banchero, man, that guy hooping. He a big body too. He a big body. Like I ain't gonna hold you. He kind of like the version of Randall. That like it's like he's like somewhat the same build as Randall, but not as selfish with the ball. And like I want to say his offense, like shooting wise, is not as good as Randall, but like he efficient. He a big body. He's strong, and he young. He young doing it too, man. So I think the Magic got a good sell. Honestly, and Jonathan Isaac, I get it. He's low minutes, but like his defense
He's one of the best defenders. He's one of the best defenders in the league.
Man, it's still there.
If he would play like enough minutes, say like at least 30 minutes,
I think he will in the playoffs.
He would be in a situation. He would be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. He can still play really damn near great defense, bro.
Yeah. I think in the playoff his minutes will go up because it's looking like some games is low, but it's looking like they being real cautious with him for the injury part. But it's looking like I'm not gonna hold you. The Magic, oh man, they look good. Except for Wendell Carter. And I ain't gonna hold you. The other day, I think it was like yesterday. I was like, damn, the Bulls did good by getting rid of him because he just ain't it. I don't know what's going on with Wendell. He just ain't it.
I think it depends on what you ask from him.
Shit, it don't even look like it. Like he be right underneath the basket and can't put it back up. Like
he averaged 11 and 7 as what
fourth,
fifth option. I mean, that ain't that bad. I feel like when the Bulls drafted him, they drafted him to be like a cornerstone. Yeah. I don't think he's a cornerstone for the Magic. He probably was when they traded him though, but now it's like I don't think he's like a cornerstone. The Magic, the only way they'll win is if Franz comes to play. His 3-point shooting has been really bad. I'm not gonna care. He's shooting like what is he shooting? He's shooting from the 3-pointer 28%, and it's down from last year at 36. I have no clue what happened. I don't know what happened with that.
No, either honestly, that doesn't make sense. I think if you want to be a good 3-point shooter in the NBA, it got to be like 36 is like that's bare minimum of being saying good. A good three because the three in the NBA they taking so many, but you got to hit them or if they're gonna leave you open. Then now you taking open shots. That's psychological warfare. That's not that good. Honestly, Wendell 6'10". You 6'10" and only averaging 11 points. Is he even averaging 11 points? Yeah, 11 points, 7. That ain't it. Hell no, that ain't it at all. And then let's see for the regular season, what's his free throw percentage? 68%. Hell no. That's garbage. That ain't it.
You say it's free throw?
Yeah, because it's like if I expect my big. If you my big, I know you're supposed to get to the line because you're gonna get beat up the most. That's the one that should get beat up the most. The big and the point guard, the shifty point guards. If he only shooting 68% from the free throw, it's like we giving up points. We just leaving points now. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, but Wendell. Yeah, I don't know. It's once Jonathan Isaac can stay healthy, he's gonna be in that starting lineup. And Wendell's gonna be out of there.
They don't got no. You gonna put him at center?
Yeah, I would over Wendell. I ain't gonna hold you. If I could get Jonathan Isaac to stay healthy to stay on the court. I mean, I get it. I think it's like Bam power forward. He playing center. I think I'm rolling my dice with Jonathan Isaac at center.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think if he has to go up against a big dude like Embiid or Jokic or somebody, I think he's gonna get killed. But when
Bro,
he
you
has to
don't.
go up against like other like perimeter players and stuff like that, he could definitely hold his own.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's like the biggest thing that everybody say, like with like a lot of centers. It'd be like it's just like what's like like the dude from Purdue right now. They're like, oh, what he's gonna do when you put up any center against like the Joels, the Wembys, the Giannis's, you're gonna get torched and killed anyway. You're gonna have to just figure out a way to just keep playing. But I think when it comes to like any other center that's not superstar level, that's what it's gonna come down to. Because you're not gonna in the playoffs, you're gonna
Jonathan
face
Isaac
them.
only 6'10" though. I can
Shit.
7 foot. 6'10".
Wendell Carter 16.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It kind of really doesn't matter. I think he's still gonna get killed regardless.
Yeah. But
That's
I ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying. I think he's
I'm
gonna
ta-
get killed.
I'm taking Jonathan Isaac over it. It's just something about his length and the lateral speed, the blocking. I think he's just that much better
I
than
think he
Wendell.
is a better like defender.
And offense wise too, I want the offense from Jonathan Isaac too.
Than Wendell.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wendell might be a better offensive player, at least right now.
I ain't that good. I ain't that good. So
Like at least Bam, I can say he might be small, but at least he's 250. At least, according
uh-huh.
ESPN, Jonathan Isaac is only 230.
Yeah.
So if I put him at center, then you go up against them other big dudes, you're gonna get killed.
You gonna get killed.
Yeah, you're gonna get killed regardless.
I'm rolling my
Jokic
dice.
is gonna torch him.
Jokic could torch any nigga. He torched everybody. Who could stop Jokic? As slow
If
as
he
he
has to,
is.
even if they let's just say they put Giannis at center, Giannis gonna torch him.
Giannis but them superstars, bro. Them superstars, they gonna kill anybody. They killing
That's what he's
everybody.
gonna go up against though.
Playoffs, yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me.
Jonathan Isaac versus Miles Turner.
I ain't gonna say Miles Turner gonna torch him. I think he can get at least. Well, Miles Turner don't score anyway, so 16 points.
Hell, 16 Miles Turner for six. You putting that on your parlay?
I don't bet on the NBA no more.
Oh God.
And no, I would never put Miles Turner for 16. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
I wouldn't do that either. I think you giving money away. So, Miles Turner, not Miles Turner. Let me look at the NBA standings. Who else we got? Because those superstar centers, bro, there's nothing you could do with any of those guys. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. What you think they giving Jonathan Isaac versus Wendell Carter?
Well, I don't think nothing because, well, maybe not Mobley because his offense hasn't developed like how I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Allen, I think he can still give him
12, 11.
No, hell no. I think he can give him 15.
15.
I think he can. Yeah, I think he can still do that. Jared Allen is way bigger than him.
Mm.
He's bigger. What is Jared Allen? How much that dude weigh? Let me see.
He may not weigh that much, but he may be
Mobley
tall.
don't weigh that much according to this. He 243.
243? Jared Allen 6'11". Jared Allen 6'11". Right?
According to this, they say 6'9". I don't think he no damn 6'9", so I don't believe that.
I think he like 6'11".
Yeah, so Mobley, according to this, is
skinny.
only 215, 6'11", 215. I don't know if this is true.
He is pretty skinny, but he got to be at least 220 though. But that's still pretty skinny. I ain't gonna hold you. So what about Vooch?
I think Vucevic can. I think he can give if he does what he's supposed to do. I think he can give 20.
20. They're not even giving him that many shots.
That's what I said. If they do what they're supposed to do, I think he can give him. That's why I said he can give him 20.
They don't even pass Vooch the ball, bro.
And especially with how the spacing is now, what's the point? What is he gonna do? He ain't gonna be rim protected, so kind of really doesn't matter.
Isaiah Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson.
All right, hey man, them dudes don't got offensive game like that. So he probably could lock them down. All they do is catch. Well, Mitchell Robinson, he catches lobs. He's just a lob threat. It's not gonna back you down. Isaiah Hartenstein, I don't think he gets enough shots anyway. So probably give him like 6.
So Knicks versus Magic. You got the Knicks in how many games?
I honestly probably pick the Magic.
Oh,
if OG plays, I might give him a chance, but for now I'm going Magic in 6. It's definitely gonna be competitive.
I got Magic in 6 too.
It will definitely be competitive.
That's gonna be something. I'm not gonna hold you. That Jalen Brunson is definitely special. If he don't get any injuries, I think he could definitely win 2 games alone because I just still think about like that Jazz team. He was not supposed to he was not supposed to beat them without Luka, but he did. And the Jazz blew it. That's like just the same way like he ended that franchise. I think about how like Dame ended that franchise with Westbrook and Melo. Paul George. Like Jalen Brunson, he could win you 2 games, but the Magic, I think they just got they're young though, but I got to give it to the Magic since if they had Randall and
they was fully
OG,
healthy, I would go with the Knicks.
Yeah, they probably
I would easily go with the Knicks.
They probably win that in 5.
The only reason I think if the Knicks win is because of playoff experience. Like that is what I would give them. And if everybody, I think Jalen Brunson going to show up. I think DiVincenzo, I think he's going to play good. Josh Hart, he's going to do what he does. But they're going to play every minute. If none of them show up, they're going to lose. And like you said, I think Jalen Brunson could definitely win you a game.
2.
I think he can win. I think he can win a game, maybe 2. I give him that. I think he can win a game or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else got to step up though. So for now, I'm picking the Magic.
Man, they're so good right now. I think they won like what 34, 32 games last year. Now they're like 45. It's a good turnaround. It's a real good turnaround. All right, so next we got Joel Embiid is back. He came back. I think both of us said he was gonna come back. So what you think about Joel being back?
I'm not shocked. Honestly, he came back. Like I thought he was always gonna play. He probably saw like we got a chance. Like even though we're in the play-in, we still have a chance. All we got to do is win the play-in game because I think they're gonna stay at like number 8 or 7. They're gonna be around there. So all we got to do is play that game. He probably won't say it. I think they do. I think he really thinks they have a chance of beating the Bucks or the Cavs if one of them makes the 2nd seed. I think he really believes that. So, I mean, I don't blame him. I said I wouldn't come back because he is injury prone. Anything can happen. So he can play the next game and then that knee can hurt and then we don't know. That could hurt his not even just his basketball career, just life in general. Yeah. So I mean, I don't blame him, but his performance the other day, I thought it was decent. You could tell he ain't played in a good minute. You could definitely tell. Mm-hmm. Like if I had the greatest performance, I give it like a B minus, maybe C. Maybe he could have rebounded a little bit more, but scoring wise, it looked like he did okay. But I'm not shocked he came back, and he's fighting for his team. He think they got a chance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. So let me ask you this: they play the Heat today. You got Philly winning? The Heat on the road, but I think Philly's still better than them. It's gonna be spicy.
They might got a chance.
Jimmy always like to turn up against teams like that.
Well, Tobias Harris is out, so I don't think so. I don't know. Especially if Embiid, he's gonna be on bench restriction. Like
Grizzlies, you got them beating the Grizzlies.
Who? The Sixers? Yeah, Grizzlies.
The Spurs. That's I want to see Wemby. I want to see Wemby versus Joel.
Yes, they'll beat them.
Pistons.
Yes, they'll beat them.
The Magic.
They might. I think they can beat them.
And then the last one, easy game against the Nets.
They'll beat them. Yes, they got a very I didn't know what their remaining schedule is, but this is an easy ass schedule.
Yeah, I think it's a good schedule for him to get his conditioning. I think that's all we're seeing right now. I think he probably came back these last. That's what it's the same thing like that. I thought I said it's just like he was gonna come back. He has to get his conditioning back. It's just about getting back and down and up the court. You can't simulate an NBA game in practice. And that's all basketball is just suicides. Like, oh my God, that shit ain't no joke. But I think the 76ers, I think they got a good chance. I think they got a good chance of getting out of the play in. I think not like we're winning in the play in, because if you got to go against teams like the Bulls or the Hawks, that's easy money. That's easy money. Now
They
the
will face the
Pacers,
Pacers.
oh yeah, seven
They will
versus
face
eight.
them at the play in. They will face them, and I think can beat the Pacers.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think that one coming down to the fourth quarter. That one coming to the fourth quarter. I can't call it. I think the lines would be -110, -110. I can't call it. Because Joel Embiid is a big difference maker, but I think right now, if he could get his conditioning to where it need to be, and that's one thing about Joel, he really struggles with like his conditioning. Like typically, even in the beginning of the season, it always looks like he's still trying to get in shape by playing versus like off the court, and like it shows itself. So I don't know. I don't really know. And then the Pacers play so fast too. I think he's gonna be gassed. If he had to face him in the play-in, I think he's gonna be really gassed. And you gotta be careful because it's like that knee. This guy is so big. He got a lot of weight on him too. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it for Philly to try to win. I don't think they got a real shot at going anywhere. I think it's not enough to win the to win in the first or second round. They got to win the conference. They got to go to the finals. And I don't think they could beat the Celtics. I think the Celtics is just it's only one team in the league that look like they can even fuck with them. And that's
Well, technically, they wouldn't have to face Celtics until
the conference
the
finals.
conference finals. And to probably some Celtics fans say they can test the Bucks. Do I think they will? No. But let's do 7-2, so they will play third and six. So they will face the Heat as of today. I give them a decent shot against each of them. I give them a decent shot, and then you the conference finals. I think a lot of people are going to say, "Hey, our team finally made it to the conference finals. Embiid was hurt. We didn't think we was going to make it this far." To some, they successful season. To some. And no one's gonna knock them for losing to Boston because I mean they lose to Boston every year, so I'm against them.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think this may be a little bit coming out of left field, a little spicy, but let me get this straight before I say it. Tobias Harris a free agent this summer, right? Or he has one more year?
He's a free agent this summer.
If they could figure out a way to get Paul George, don't bring back Tobias, I think they got a real shot. But if I don't think they get Paul George this offseason, I think Joel is traded. I think Joel is traded. And I do think the Heat probably put Philly out if they face them anywhere in this playoffs. Jimmy Butler just plays on a different level when he goes against like Tibbs and the 76ers. I think he really holds some against them, especially during the playoffs. I hate how Jimmy don't take that. Like, oh my God. I like Jimmy Butler, but for some reason, I could feel it. We forget how good Jimmy Butler is. He really Michael Jordan. It's coming. It's coming. Jimmy Butler just turned it on during the playoffs. I think he loves to play against teams that he played for and coaches. Like, yeah. So Philly, I wouldn't be surprised if Joel is gone. If they can't get Paul George, they're trading Joel. I think that's my spicy hot take. I don't think it's worth it. I think right now you got to get some value out of Joel. And the best value is moving forward.
I don't think they trade him this summer. Maybe the next summer. I think that's what they'll do.
Yeah. That's damn near changing the logo. Because he's been so much a part of the franchise. Ben Simmons, yeah, he was a part of it, but it's like Joel was like that real staple. I think now Joel gone, that's like a real shift in franchise. That's Bradley Beal leaving the Wizards.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. No, Joel is like, that's alternate changing. Bradley Beal, I think at this time, I don't think it was alternate changing, me personally.
Yeah.
He was the franchise, but he wasn't this superstar. He was a good player. He was if you want to say star player, that's fine. But superstar like Joel, nah.
You don't think Bradley Beal was ever? Nah, he was a superstar.
No, he was never a superstar. You could say he was a star.
John Wall was
I
a
don't think
superstar.
John Wall was a superstar. I thought he was a star.
For real?
Yeah, I thought he was just really a star. Like, I never really consider him a superstar. Superstars are like alternate changing. What did he do that was alternate changing?
Talk shit and threw up crit.
Like, he didn't do nothing that was alternate changing.
He used
Like,
to
yeah,
talk.
they was going to the playoffs, but he didn't. Like, people forget he did play bad game. No, he didn't play that bad, but he didn't really show up. They should have. They had a chance of beating Boston.
Wait. Let me ask you this: if he didn't have to face Bron in some of them playoffs, you think they win a ring or go to the conference finals? Damn.
He couldn't even get past Boston. You think he beating Bron? He said that they would have beaten him. No, they wouldn't.
That was cap. That was cap when he said that. That was cap.
They wasn't beating Bron, bro. Hell no. You couldn't even get nothing against Isaiah Thomas. You couldn't even get past him.
I don't
Like,
think-
be serious, bro. Be for real.
I don't think they would have got past that DeMar and Kyle Lowry Toronto.
They beat them.
They went to 7. Didn't they? Did they beat them in
I
7?
think they beat them in 7 or 6.
Yeah.
They beat them though.
I don't think they do it. I don't think they do that again because that Toronto team was nasty.
I don't say nasty, but they were good.
The motherfuckers won. They was like number 1 seed for like 2 years, weren't they?
Yeah, they couldn't beat Bron though.
Yeah, man, come on, man. That's generational. He different. Bron different.
Come on, bro.
Bron different.
Bro, like that team in 2018, the Raptors were better than them, but they got swept. What they get swept? I think they got swept that year. How? Like, come on, bro. It's him and Kevin Love and really role players. If you want to say Kevin Love role player at that time, cool. But it was Bron and role players, and you couldn't beat them. That was the year that they had struggles with the Pacers. And the Pacers just really had role players. If you want to say Victor Oladipo was a star, I guess.
He was a star that year.
I guess cool. But LeBron and them had struggled with them, with the Pacers. And then you go to the Raptors and basically you sweep them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I think John Wall was special. He was nice. I think he was really the speed, the layup packages and everything. But I could never get over like his inability to truly shoot the ball. I don't think he was ever like, if he would have like, because shooting is so important these days. And I always thought shooting was the most important. He never really had a true shot, and I think that's what probably held him back.
Was shooting really that important
back then? No.
What was that in like the mid 2010s,
late 2000s too?
I don't think shooting was really that important, but his ability to get to the rim with his speed was amazing. It was really good. So him not shooting, he could shoot. I think he could shoot, just couldn't shoot really consistently. That was his problem. But if he was on, he was on. He couldn't shoot like Bradley Beal though.
Peep this. Like, this is my thing. Like, with the shooting. It was like, even though like we always like, I think it's like it's so easy to look back and say like, if he would have developed the shot, it would have probably changed and opened up the floor a lot more, made the game a lot better. It's like, even like I remember the critiques about Bron. Oh, he's just playing off pure athleticism. He isn't that good. He's just passing athleticism. But like the shot. People always wanted LeBron to get the shot better. And it's like with John Wall, I think because of his speed, just how fast he was, and then you did have the shooters around him. Like, I don't know. I just always thought that, like, bro, you should be able to, like, shooting is so important. And it's like when we like look past like not shooting, that shit always was a hinder. Cause like if Ben Simmons would have just developed the shot, I don't know, because the back problems is something different completely than all that. But like, if John Wall could have truly got that shot going, man, I don't know, he probably would have reached that superstardom level. I think he was probably scratching that superstardom. If I'd say like, yeah, he a superstar, but he wasn't like top tier. He was like tier 3 superstar.
Who's a tier 3 superstar?
Donovan Mitchell.
Who else?
Tier 3 superstar. I'm gonna say Donovan Mitchell. Can I say Ja? He probably tier 2 superstar.
Superstar?
I think so. Yeah. Ja He a
But you gotta think
superstar.
about it though. It depends on what do you consider a superstar though?
If I got this player on my team, I know I'm winning 40 plus games.
So only in the regular season.
Yeah, I think that's because that's where it really matters at becoming a superstar. I value the regular season. Like I think if you do something great, amazing in the playoff, that's where you get paid your money. And it's nice, like because Rondo in the playoffs, that Boston Miami series, he was arguably like Boston's best player that series. But like, was Rondo ever a superstar during the regular season? No. You got to get through that 82 regular season. Somebody else I think is probably like a tier 3 superstar. A tier 3 superstar. Nah, let me see. The Celtics, Bucks, Cat.
So wait a minute. So if you go crazy in the regular season, but you basically don't do nothing in the playoffs, it doesn't really matter.
Does it wait? Does it matter?
Like you don't like because you said a superstar is in like the regular season.
Yeah, I think that's where you solidify that. Like, boom, superstar. Because I think you could be a superstar during the season, but then when the playoffs come around and you do nothing, it's gonna be harsh and people gonna be critical of you. But I don't think you could take it like James Harden. Clearly, like back when he was doing this thing, superstar during the regular season. But when the playoffs came around, it's like, this not the James Harden we know. But I don't think that ever took away like his title of being a superstar.
Superstars, you have to show up both though.
Both?
To an extent, you have to do both. And superstars are game changers. Like, was John Wall really a game changer?
I think, yeah, a little bit, yeah. I'm saying, yeah. Yeah.
Like, when you say, like, a superstar, like, okay, LeBron, KD, Steph.
Tier 3 superstar, again, Paul George, a tier 3 superstar.
I don't think Paul George is a superstar. At least now. I think he's a star. Maybe when he was with the Pacers. But, okay, I'll say this then. At least when Paul George was on the Pacers, he took them teams to the conference finals. John Wall never did nothing like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's saying that he's just like a superstar just off the regular season. At least Paul George was taking his teams far to the playoffs. He just was going up against the Heat. That was his problem. John Wall, there was no really excuses because you was losing to teams that you really wasn't supposed to. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm looking at it now. He's not on ESPN because he's not in the league, but you beat the Raptors, you swept them, but then you faced the Hawks. Now, credit, the Hawks had the best record that year. I get that part. But y'all had a chance and y'all lost in 6. So it's like, come on, bro.
So you saying, well, more so you like getting to points like you could be a superstar during a regular season, but if you don't do anything in the playoffs, you don't deserve to be called that no more.
You got to be a game changer though.
That's critical, bro. That's critical as fuck. But because the playoffs is only 16 games.
But you still got to show up though in the playoffs though.
The playoffs 16 games in the regular season 82. It's like, bro, it's hard. I don't want to take that away from the players because it's like I say Sabonis is a tier 3 superstar. I say like who else is a tier 3 superstar?
But the thing is with superstars, you have to do something though. Like, what has Sabonis done? He doesn't have no accolades. All he has is one All-Star. What has he done?
I think what is like all
NBA, one All NBA. What has he done?
I think so. It's like resume wise, he kind of turned that the Kings franchise around. That's more him than Fox. I gotta say it.
Okay, that's cool.
Then I'm gonna say like Harden, like what tier of superstar you say he was? 1, 2, or 3?
When he was with the Rockets, he was a tier 1.
Tier 1, but like he won 1 MVP, and they never won the ring. He went to the conference finals. That's enough.
He's the only player in NBA history that can say I almost was able to beat the Golden State Warriors. He's literally the only player that can damn near say that.
That's kind of like that's not really. Lying, though? Yeah, but it's like no, you're not lying. No, I say no, you're not. But it's like yeah, I get what you're saying. But it's like I don't know. That ain't no flex. That ain't no flex.
I'm not saying it's a flex, but he's still like yes, he has playoff stinkers. Don't get me wrong. but he still was playing decent in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have to make it far to an extent. Donovan Mitchell, he's had good Jazz teams, but never made it to the conference finals.
Honestly, he was pretty young doing that shit though, too. At the same time.
But he still had good teams though.
Now peep this. Shea, what tier superstar would you say he is?
Shea right now is probably, to some, he's probably tier 1. Me personally, he's probably in tier. Put him in probably high tier 2.
Yeah.
It's like Jason Tatum is a superstar because he has played good in the regular season and has played good in the playoffs.
But what has he done?
He hasn't won anything, but he has gone far. That's like saying Shea. Why Shea hasn't done anything? Why are people having him in this tier 1 conversation? He hasn't done absolutely nothing.
Would you say the same thing about Luka and Tatum then?
Luka has done shit we've never seen before from a guy like him. Wait, who's the other dude? Luka.
Tatum
just made it far and played good. Luka is one of the best players in the league, and he has put up really good playoff numbers, and he has made it to the conference finals. Shea hasn't done anything. He's only made it to the playoffs twice, and he was never the best player. Like, I think he's gonna play good as being the best player, but I don't know what he's gonna do now as the best player. I don't know if he's gonna up his scoring. I think he's gonna play like, I think he's gonna average probably like 33.
For Shea in the playoffs, average 33. Yeah, he could get that.
Against whoever they face in the first round.
So they're number 3 right now. They'll probably go against the Suns or the Pelicans because they split. So yeah, they probably go against the Suns in the first round, low key, because they playing pretty damn good. And he's gonna be playing close to like 30, 40 minutes. Like he's gonna be like,
you have to be good in the regular season and in the postseason to a degree. Okay, like Jamal Murray, people gonna say Jamal Murray be stepping up in the playoffs, but Jamal Murray is basically kind of average in the regular season.
He is. I wouldn't say Jamal Murray is a superstar though at all. So to be a superstar for you, it got to be regular season and playoffs. But I think
you have to be game changing.
Okay, that's what I think. I ain't gonna hold you. I think you could be a superstar, but like this is what I changed. You could be a superstar. But to be a superstar in tier 1, you need all of those things you said. I think if you don't have all of those things you said, you can't be a superstar in tier 1. You have to be like 2 or 3 at max. Because it's like
tier 3, as long as you really play good in the regular season, you're in the tier 3.
Like I think because it's undeniable to be like this guy. Like he's gonna alter your season during the regular season. He's gonna alter your, like, you're gonna be probably play-in or you're gonna be playoff. Like, you can't deny that it's guys out there that truly do that. But it's like, now if I have this guy, like Jalen Brunson, he may be like the same title as, he's not a superstar, but like work ethic, what he does, how he changes the game, you're gonna be some type of a play-in, playoff team. Now, are you gonna make it to the conference finals or the finals with this guy? I don't think so, but I have to acknowledge the fact that if I have Jalen Brunson on my team, my lowest is play-in, and that's altering your season. That's altering what your franchise is going to do going forward. Like,
what is Jimmy Butler? Is he a superstar? Because I don't think he is. I think he's just a star.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Butler a star. See, he the opposite. He a star. I ain't gonna hold you. He damn near probably not even a star during the season. Because he don't take the season serious. In the playoffs, I think he's a superstar. Yeah,
he's a superstar.
During the season,
change the game.
In the playoffs, yeah. During the regular season,
thing. You have to be consistent.
Yeah, Jimmy not consistent. You have to be
consistent. Like if Shea is gonna be, he's been consistent all year in the regular season. Mm-hmm. But if he's consistent in the playoffs, superstar, tier 1, damn near.
Tier 1. Morant, he got to go like round 3 to be tier 1.
Even if let's just say they go 7 games and he goes and averages 30 plus.
Okay, yeah. That's respect. That's respect.
But let's just say he drops to he averages 30 now. Let's just say he drops to 25. He gonna stay right where he at.
Yeah, tier 2.
And superstar. Like John Morant is not a superstar. I think he's a highlight rim. I say rim, highlight film, but he's not a superstar. He's played good in the playoffs, and he's only made the playoffs twice. He's only made it twice. He's played good, but he hasn't gotten really far. I wouldn't say he's a superstar yet.
What this is like 5th year in the league right now, right? Well, yeah, 5th year. He didn't really get to play his.
He came in with Zion, and this would be 5. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really get to play this one. So, yeah, I
like Dame is a superstar because he's been consistent in the regular season. Yes, he hasn't done that good in the playoffs, but he has had some games, some good series in the playoffs to make him a superstar.
He ended that OKC franchise with Westbrook and PG. He ended that shit with the bye-bye.
Like Trae Young. Trae Young isn't a superstar.
Trae Young isn't a superstar?
No.
Would you say a regular season superstar?
I probably wouldn't. I think he's just a star.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think I'm gonna ride with that because, like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because he's definitely better than Jimmy Butler doing the. And Jimmy Butler's in the stars, but I don't know. Trae Young, he a game changer. Trae Young is a game changer, but I don't think he like in the playoffs. He a liability for sure. It's too easy to pick on him. I ain't gonna hold you. I want Trae Young.
Like Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's never been a superstar a day in his life.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Even though he's played decent, he's never been a superstar. Just not.
What about Draymond?
Draymond is not a superstar.
He's star?
No, he's not even a star.
Okay, what about when they was on that they was running the league? Back then, not a star?
I never thought star back then.
It's a good case for it.
Was he a star? Yes.
Defensive player.
I would say yes. I would say he probably was a star.
I think Draymond is the greatest role player of all time. That's what I
consider Draymond a role player.
Yeah, I do. I think it's like I've been. Oh my god, my Instagram comment section they've been going. I picked Steve Nash over Rondo. You know how like people be commenting on that shit forever. I said the same thing. I think Rondo, just like Draymond, one of the greatest role players of all time.
Is Rondo a role player? He was.
Yeah. I think he's one of the greatest role players of all time. Like, who else is one of the greatest role players of all time? Chris Bosh. No, Chris Bosh was a star. It was a star. It was a star.
He was definitely a star with the Raptors. Then when LeBron left, he played good. The blood clots just stopped it.
Like, Draymond, greatest role player of all time. Rajon Rondo, one of the greatest role players of all time. Like, it's just like that. Like, sometimes, like, the lines get blurred because, like, the achievements that come along with it. Yeah, let me see. So, we got, moving on to the next topic. We got Bradley Beal, the official point guard now, and Book has been moved back to the 2. Words of Frank Vogel. He said he's figured it out after 72 games. What you think about that?
I think they probably should have kept Booker as the point guard, me personally, but like I think Bradley Beal has kind of been too selfish to an extent. He kind of be passing up a lot of wide open shots. Like Bradley Beal's only averaging 17. I think he should be averaging more, but he passes up shots. And Booker be getting them involved. He just sometimes don't take the shots, but if you want to, I think he just sees that when Devin Booker is the scorer, we're cooking. We're cooking. Yeah. Bradley Beal, you're going to cook. But we need Booker because Booker just dropped 53 on the Pelicans the other day. And then I think he had 30 last night against the Cavs. So I think he really wants him and Kevin Durant to cook.
No, I think Book had 40 against the Cavs last night. So he dropped another 40 ball, yeah.
Okay, yes, he did have 40. I saw the box score and I saw 30 and 40. I thought he was the one that had 30.
KD.
Okay,
KD
yes,
30.
Booker had 40 last night. So yes, 52 and 40, 92 points in the last 2 games.
God damn.
He wants Booker to cook because he thinks that gives them the best chance to win.
It's looking like it, yeah.
I agree. But they're still inconsistent. This team they still play a lot of super ISO basketball.
Super. But I
think it was the right move.
In the last 5 games, Bradley Beal is averaging 10.8 points a game. I'll give him 11. 5.6 assists, about 5 rebounds. He's shooting 40% from the field, 47 from 3. Oh shit, 50% from the free throw line. That ain't like him because that's not like Bill at all. But I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know. I think if they're winning and it's putting
He can do
Book back in
79% from the free throw line.
from the free throw line. What the fuck I was looking at? I was looking at the
79.
last. I was looking at the last 5 games.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I ain't gonna hold you. I think if you winning right now with Book back at just being a straight scoring guard, hey, if it's work, I mean, if it's working, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like right now, this the most consistent they've been looking on the offensive side. And if it meant Bradley Beal having to be, the Chris Bosh of the big three,
He was
hey,
already
that's
there.
yeah, he was gonna be there for sure. But like I think he more accepting of it, like now for sure. I definitely don't like him being this passive offensively because I don't know. I just something about it just doesn't click right with me. But hey, if it's working for them and Book doing this thing, it's gonna have to we're gonna have to really see like what will it actually look like in the playoffs because I still don't fear this team just like the Clippers. I still don't fear them. And honestly, just thinking about them, I think about the Bucks, how the Bucks have been losing to some pretty horrendous teams. A lot of these teams that's supposed to be really good, they're like they're struggling. They're like, I don't know, maybe it's season fatigue. They're getting towards the end and not playing as good. Um, there's some concerns. There's some concerns with that. Uh, I think it's gonna be easy to stop the Suns in the playoffs. I'm not gonna hold you.
It
I don't
depends on
fear
who
them.
they
I
play.
don't fear them.
It depends on who they play.
Yeah,
Like right now, they would face OKC. If
I
I'm
think
them,
OKC
I'd
got
rather
them.
face them. I'd rather face OKC than either Denver. Now, I don't mind facing the Timberwolves with no cap. I don't mind facing them. But if I'm them, I try to pray. I try to pray that Minnesota keeps winning. Nobody wants to face Denver. Nobody wants to face that team. I'd rather
Yeah.
play anybody else than them. I take my chance with OKC, especially now with Shea having an injured quad. I don't know how that's going to affect him in the playoffs. I have no clue, but I think it will affect him. I just don't know enough. But I'm taking my chances on that, especially with a team that has no playoff experience. Everybody basically in this starting five has playoff experience, a lot of it
Mm.
too. So I'm taking my chances.
Honestly, Shea with just a quad contusion, that's nothing to worry about at all. That means honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I hate to say it, but like that's kind of like a blessing because now they have a true reason to allow this guy to rest, who's gonna play hella minutes in the playoffs. A quad contusion is just like just say like y'all jumped up, my knee hit your quad, now it's sore. Bro, that's nothing but just like he gets to just lay down and not rest, not have to put too much. Like he doesn't have to run. His legs are gonna be so fresh and so well rested. A quad contusion, just that's just I get to sleep more. I get to rest more. Like that shit is gonna heal on its own. That's nothing but just damage. Like that's not even damaged tissue. That's just like tender tissue from just an impact. That shit ain't gonna do nothing. He got 2 weeks to heal from that, bro. A quad contusion. If we being realistic, you could heal. You could be good from that shit like 4 5 days. They gonna ride that shit out. If anything, maybe bring him back so he make sure he's still in good condition, whatnot. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. Shea is gonna be great in the playoffs. That shit is just a blessing for that man to rest more. He gonna be scary as fuck to face with fresh legs. 3 weeks of fresh legs, 2 weeks of
You
the
think they
season.
rest him the rest of the season? This
Uh,
last week, really a week and a half. You think they gonna rest him the rest of the way?
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I think so.
Didn't
I
he
think
just come back for a game and then didn't play? I think he came back for one game.
he did. He played on the
He
thirty
played on
first.
Knicks. Yeah, he played with the Knicks, and now
He
he's
played.
back.
He played 35. He played 35 minutes. He shot 7 for 6. Man, I ain't gonna hold you. And they won that game too. It came down to one shot. Yeah. I think they want that man fresh. I think they want that man fresh. Wait, hold on one second. Let me go to the bathroom right quick.
71. No, he's gonna be eligible. He needs. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be all right. But my internet was tweaking.
Back from commercial break. Yeah, because a quad contusion, bro, that's nothing but just like that's just a bruise. That's just sore tissue. From that bro, that man just get to sleep and drink magnesium. He good. He ain't even got to. You don't even got to use, bro. You don't even got to use a massage gun from a contusion. Like you good, bro. All he got to do is put a hot towel on that motherfucker.
I mean, I think they got like 5 games left.
Yeah. Then they get a week. They get a week rest for the play in too, right?
Yeah, they get a week off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't be surprised if like you said, like Shea averaged like what he averaging. He gonna drop
said 30. I said 30. He averages 30. I said 33. I said 33. And if he gets a favorable matchup, he's gonna average 33.
He ain't gonna be able to get to that free throw line as easy in the playoffs though, because I know he get a lot of calls. I don't think he gonna be getting that many calls, so I could see him staying around 30.
That's cool for him, then. That's cool. But
Yeah.
the Suns, they've just been inconsistent all year. Some games they look amazing, then some games they look like,
The fuck?
come on, y'all, what are we doing? They like kind of in the Bucks territory, but they in the same territory as the Bucks. Some days the Bucks look amazing, then some days they lose to teams you're not supposed to lose to. Same with the Suns. You lost to Spurs with no Wemby. That's not supposed to happen. I don't care. It's not supposed to happen.
That wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, shit, ain't the Bucks ain't no better losing to fucking Brooklyn and the Wizards, and then they lost to the Hawks too. The fuck?
Doc Rivers is on fraud watch, and I actually wanted to bring that up. Did you see his comments?
Remind me. I think he said something that was like weird. It was a Doc Rivers type statement. I remember it. I didn't even think much of it. I was like, he always says some shit like this.
If I can find it. But paraphrasing it, he said basically like they're not taking like road games serious, and I'm taking notes and I'm watching.
Yeah,
if you're doing all that, do something.
Yeah, them the same comments that he pretty much said about Ben Simmons in Philly. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's some real Doc Rivers S type shit to say.
He said, I'm actually been sitting back and watching everything, not just our players, but our travel crew. We don't bring the necessary professionalism, seriousness on the road. So you've been sitting there watching, but ain't done nothing.
That's Doc Rivers, man. That's what you expect. I hate to say it, it's like that's some Doc Rivers shit to say. I wouldn't be surprised if that man said, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. He made some other comments like a few weeks ago. Pretty much he was just saying like, to me, it was just like him saying he got Boston coming out of the East. I was just like, I get it, but I don't think you should say that as the head coach.
Why are you saying this to the media?
That's Doc, man. That's who he is, man. That's Doc.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Like their last 14 games, they're 6-8. They're 47 in field goal percentage. They're 36 in 3-point percentage, and their point differential is a -2.
They're not that good. They're not that good without Dame, honestly. They're not.
They need Dame because it's basically Giannis and a bunch of role players.
Yeah.
They need Dame, and you need Dame to like play good in the playoffs to have a chance. Whoever they face in the first round, I think they'll beat. But when it gets to second round, they will face either the Cavs, I think. Cavs been over there. I wanted to talk about them too, but they over there, they doing a lot of unnecessary stuff too.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Like I said, if they playing like this, just like this, now the Bucks can turn it up in the playoffs. They can, but if they had to face Celtics right now, they're getting swept. They're getting swept.
they're one of those teams, like, it doesn't matter who they face in the first round, they're going to be the favorites to win. Now it's like, now when you get closer to teams that's built like you, championship caliber, it's like they aren't really looking too good, like they can actually win at all. I want to ask you this about the Clippers. What do you think about them? Because I kind of think they low-key kind of in the same boat.
I think they wait with who?
With like the Bucks and who else I have from like
I don't
the
think they have
Suns.
been as worse as them. Because I
Like
can at least say with the Clippers, we saw a long stretch of time where we saw what the Clippers can be. I really haven't seen a long stretch of time what the Suns can really do. And sometimes with the Bucks, I haven't really seen what they can do. I've seen a game or two, but with the Clippers, we saw when they was winning like 6 games in a row. I was like, damn, this team is they can't be stopped. The Bucks, I haven't seen that all year.
Yeah, it's flashes with the Suns and the Bucks. It's just flashes. Okay, that's what they're supposed to play like. Yeah,
I would say now in this stretch with the Clippers, they have been playing pretty bad, and James Harden has been bad, and Kawhi Leonard he's hurt now. He has knee sores. I think they're just low key kind of resting him to a degree. I think that's what they're really doing.
man, I'm not gonna hold you. I hope that's the case this year.
Because it's knee soreness.
You know they said that last year too. Then they finally came out and said he tore his meniscus. So
But he tore his meniscus in the game against the Suns.
I hope that's the real case. I hope that's the real case because they have a well-known pattern of saying soreness, injury management, and then they come out 2 weeks later and they like, hey guys, he actually tore this. It's like come on, bro. I hope that's the case this time for real.
It says, ESPN says Kawhi Leonard, who has been ruled out for Thursday's game against the Nuggets, is unlikely to play Friday against the Jazz or Sunday against the Cavs. I think they low-key just trying to rest this man.
That's never a good sign when they're saying like, it's never a good sign if they're like, we knowing he's not going to play these many games far out. I think that's always an indicator that there may be a little bit something more going on. They want to let it get a little bit rest, see how it heal. I don't like that. Especially around this time of the year with Kawhi. And I would much rather it just be straight with just resting this guy, injury management. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kawhi just always, I love him. I think he's scary as fuck in the playoffs, but
Kawhi Leonard is a playoff riser.
Oh my motherfucker!
Now that's a superstar. That's a playoff riser.
He gonna end some. He gonna send some motherfuckers home crying.
Even though that was a 2-game sample size last year, Kawhi Leonard was cooking the Suns. If he stays healthy, they damn near got a chance of beating him.
I think he one of them, like when you said earlier, James Harden could say, hey, I damn near. I think he one of them guys that Warriors team, like when Pop said, hey, we was up this much, we went.
I can't say that though, because they lost. He got injured in game 1. I can't say that.
Hey,
at least James Harden played in all 7 games.
Hey,
I think they could have. I think that was another team that could have beaten the Warriors. If Kawhi didn't roll over Zaza Pachulia ankle, they could have beaten them low. They could have had a chance because the Spurs was cooking them. And then as soon as he got hurt, we know the rest.
They had to change the rule because of that.
They did. And that's only because he's a superstar. If it was any regular player, they don't even change that rule. I'm telling you.
I think Zaza did that shit on purpose. I think he did it on purpose.
I'm not going to say that.
Bro, when you play ball, it's like, and you contesting the shot, his foot was already set and he moved it forward again. That's unusual as fuck. You don't, bro, once the shot up and your hand here, it's all about getting back. It ain't about still trying to go up and the contest is over with. And he moved it in closer. I don't know. I find it fishy. I thought it was fishy. But I ain't gonna let me see what the Clippers without Kawhi. The Clippers without Kawhi to me is the Bucks without Dame. And I don't like that. Well,
Kawhi is the best player.
Yeah. But Dame give them that shooting. Without Chris Middleton out there, shit, I ain't gonna hold you right now. Bobby Porter's looking like their best shooter. He's not a bad shooter at all, not to diss Bobby, but Dame is different. And that's what really is gonna really help alleviate a lot of pressure off Giannis, especially it's gonna allow him to get downhill. I think without that Dame, and right now the cast that the Bucks got, the Bucks got, it's not scary without Dame. It's not scary enough without Dame. And I think the Clippers without Kawhi, they're not scary enough. I'm not scared of Paul George and James Harden. I'm not.
So, do you think that the Hawks are just roll with DeJounte Murray over Trae Young?
I
Did you
think
see? I have this picture of like the stats, like since Trae Young's been hurt. They're 14-11. They were 22-29 when he played. This is the crazy part. The opponent's points per game was 124. Since he's been out, it's 112. That's a big ass difference.
because he's so fucking little. Trae Young not 6'1", he's probably 5'11" for real.
Yeah, I think he is 5'11" for real. 6 foot with shoes.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think it give them more. I think it give them more flexibility on the floor, and they don't have to worry about like their best having to hide their best player. With DeJounte Murray, I think the offense that you get from him is not a dynamite like Trae, because Trae Young, his scoring is ridiculous but DeJounte, he's not as good as Trae, but he's just like he in the same sphere as Trae. He can score the ball. He can get it to people. He can play defense. Like his defense, you can put DeJounte Murray on the best opposing team's player, and it's gonna noticeably slow them down, maybe 2-3 baskets a quarter. Now Trae, I think his time with Atlanta is probably up. I think a lot of people, we probably thought about it over the summer during the season. Like Trae is good. He's good, but like I just think his time is up in Atlanta. I won't be surprised. What you think, though?
This is my thing. I don't know why Trae Young really gets a lot of hate. Like, me personally, I think he's a good player. The problem is I think he's not a game changer. Like, can he really change a game? Like, I think he changed it when they played the Knicks. But I'm like, the Sixers, I'm not counting that because Ben Simmons tweaked. So I'm really not going to count that. And then y'all was going to lose to the Bucks regardless. I mean, they lost, but they weren't going to beat them no way. I think DeJounte Murray, he brings the two-way abilities. He's probably the best. He's the best perimeter defender on the team. The only problem with him is it's not that good of a shooter as Trae Young. That's really his only problem. I think if he wanted to, I think he could pass as good as Trae Young. Trae Young, he is a better passer. But I think if DeJounte Murray really wanted to do it, he could. I mean, we saw it in San Antonio that one year when he was the guy. We saw it. He was an all-star. And I think, and plus, this is a cheaper guy they can keep, and then they can easily build around him more and get off that big contract with Trae Young, because they gave him $200+ million. And it's not, I just don't think it's not because of Trae Young. I think it's just DeJounte Murray cheaper. He just bring better two-way abilities.
I think with Trae Young contract too, I don't want to say like Trae isn't worth it, but I kind of think like he's not living up to that contract. I don't think he's living up to that price. I don't think so, not at all. Especially with like the way like the aprons are coming set up now in the NBA. I don't think it's worth it to be paying Trae that much, and it's like kind of restricting you on actually going out for other guys. I think that discount with DeJounte is definitely on the happier deal. And I hate to say it, I think DeJounte's value is higher than Trae, like especially when it comes to trades. Because I don't think it's like I know a lot of people say like Trae Young to the Spurs. I don't think the Spurs really want Trae Young. I don't think they do.
Well, they need to get somebody.
You know, hey, but that's the team. Hey, on TikTok, they saying, hey, the worst team to be on right now is the Spurs, because if you ain't Wemby, your ass is gone.
Everybody gone. Players is Devin Vassell and Wemby. Everybody else gone.
Hey, that's it. You could be on any other team in the league, and you got a chance of coming back next year.
Trae Young is getting 40+ a year. 40, 43, 45, then 48 in the last year.
I think that I don't think he's playing to that. I don't think he's playing up to that value. I don't think he is. I think he's probably somewhere like in the
only reason I brought it up because I was watching Through the Wire, and then they was talking about like the when DeJounte Murray, when he beat the Celtics twice.
How he got that shot, when he got that shot off, that shit was crazy.
Man, I'm not gonna cap. That was bad coaching by Joe Mazzulla. They did the same play 3 times and you didn't change it. All they did pick and roll with Porzingis and he just shot all the time. He knew Porzingis was not gonna stop him. Like, what are we doing, bro?
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
Double team him, bro. You see, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He really played a bad game. He really played a bad game, and we're being honest.
He took too many shots.
He took 44 shots. But the fact that you see him, bro. If I'm a coach, okay, he got me in the pick and roll with Porzingis. Fine, he hit that. Second time, they do the same thing. It's like, okay, I think we gotta do something. Then the third time, and you still don't change it. That's bad coaching. Like, just did high pick and roll and put Porzingis in pick and roll, and he was getting cooked. But the only reason I brought it up is because I was watching Through the Wire, and they was talking about the 2-game winners, and one of them was talking about, like, in Reddit or something, and they said, like, after he hit, like, the game winner or something, they was like, I think that's our guy.
I wouldn't say he's the guy. I think it's just.
Well, I think he's their guy
to keep
between him and Trae Young. That's why he was like, I think that's our guy.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I like your comments. What you said to me, I think it's easier to build with DeJounte than Trae. I think it's just easier with him, bro. Like you getting damn near the same thing,
bro. He's only like he has one. Okay, so this new deal is only 120 for 4. He's getting worth 24 million, 26, 28, then 30 with a player option. That is super cheap. You can build around that, then build around 40 million a year.
With a 5'11" point guard. I can't hold you, bro. And then you got I think DeAndre Hunter, he's not he's not it, but you get Jalen Johnson. And I think honestly, bro, they got a real chance of like moving on to some better things. I think it's done with Trae. I don't know. Trae contract is like, I think it's teams that'll take him, but I don't think they truly want to pay him that anymore.
The only teams is like weak teams with salary, with cap space. And that's why I think the Spurs keep getting brought up because they have a lot of cap space. So they can absorb that. I'm not saying they would get him, but those are teams like him, like the Spurs, the Magic. I think the Pacers do have cap space. Obviously, they got a point guard, but like teams just with cap space, those are teams that can absorb that big contract.
What you think Trae really worth?
What's he worth?
Yeah.
He's probably worth at least 2. Well, DeJounte could go for damn near 4. Trae damn near got to at least go for 3. At least 3 first-round picks. You got DeJounte for 4.
Yeah.
Trae Young damn near at least 3. At least 3. I don't know what they're gonna do. Because the Hawks, I think they know when they in the middle of no man's land. They know they ain't gonna win no championship. They just trying to sell out them seats. And I think it's just because they in Atlanta, they're always gonna sell out. Because every time I watch a Hawks game, that place look packed.
You know what's one team that's the highest in attendance tickets is the Chicago Bulls.
Well, that's Chicago.
Crazy, right? Crazy. And Atlanta, one of them places, it's like they're gonna sell it. Now, if they win into, ridiculous. I ain't gonna hold you. Like over the summer, it was a lot of talk. It was a lot of talks and rumors of Trae Young trying to get to the Lakers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think that's still a possibility with him because the Lakers, he's a guy. He's a ticket seller. He's a superstar in the eyes of many. I don't know if Trae Young's a real superstar, but I think popularity wise, he's very, very popular. He fits with LA culture. Now, do he actually help the Lakers? His scrutiny, like when you with the Lakers, bro, your scrutiny is like, I think he get away with a lot of flack with the Hawks because people aren't really looking for them to do anything. I think it kind of benefits him being in Atlanta because no one's looking at him to be like, hey, you got to be this great, this amazing. Now, I think if he go to the Lakers, hey, I wouldn't be surprised because the Lakers is just one of them teams, like, they land guys. They do. Like, that's where everybody want to play for. People want to be Lakers. A lot of people play ball, they're Lakers fans. And Trae Young being a Laker, I think it fits that culture.
I would rather him go to the Spurs than the Lakers.
Yeah, but where do you think he going to want to go? Because you think he want to be? I don't know. Trae Young kind of come
I
off to
really
me
don't
like
know where he would want to go.
I think
I
he want
just
to be
think
the guy still.
he won't be the guy over there. He won't be the guy nowhere, so it don't matter. He's not the guy in San Antonio. It doesn't matter. Wemby is the guy. He's not. He won't be the guy. He definitely won't be the guy over there. LeBron's gonna be 40. He will be the third option.
Mm.
So it doesn't matter. It's just if you play bad in LA, they're gonna tell you. Just like with Westbrook, they're gonna tell you.
Oh my god!
With the Spurs, there's no expectations. You go over there, play. If y'all make the playoffs, bro, the Spurs gonna be happy. But over there, they gonna say, we traded for you. You gotta help us win championships. And Trae Young hasn't shown. Has he really shown he's a winner?
Regular season winner, like especially not playoffs. Playoffs, he get picked on. He really get picked on in the playoffs, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't really see what Trae on. Like I really don't know a team. Like when I'm looking at all these teams, I'm sure it's a team out there that I just can't think of, but I can't really see a place where Trae Young like.
Well, you got to think of places who needs a guard, who needs a point guard. The Spurs need a point guard. Like, that's just facts.
They need a point guard, yeah.
And Trae Young's going to give Wemby the ball. He's going to give him the ball. Like, what up-and-coming team, like the Wizards, I'm not even speaking to them. They're going to be trash for who knows how long. The Pistons, they don't need one. They got Cade. Hornets, you got LaMelo still, so you don't need them. The Raptors, no.
I think they're gonna trade Poole this summer. I won't be surprised if Poole get traded.
Who want him?
I think there's a lot of teams that take him now. Because honestly, when I'm like, I hate to say it, I've been watching Poole. Who's still one of my favorite players. I think he's playing a lot better, not trying to be so flashy and being a more willing passer. Understanding that if I pass the ball off, it takes the pressure off of me trying to get my shot. So I think I won't be if the Wizards really want to turn things around and actually be good, and they didn't want to trade. They left it up to Cools to make the decision on getting traded. I think you got to move on from Poole. But Trae Young,
like who really wants him, especially after this bad year?
Yeah,
like who wants that?
Yeah,
his stock went down.
Yeah, it did.
So I don't know who wants him, but I think if Trae Young gets traded, it's going to be to either the Spurs or the Lakers. If I had to put money on it, I'm going to say Spurs. And plus, the Spurs have way more assets than the Lakers anyway. The Spurs have, bro, they're going to have 2 lottery picks. So they could easily trade the top 5 or one of them top 10 picks to the Spurs, to the Hawks, and trade them even more picks. And I'm going to say trade Keldon Johnson. That's cool with me.
Yeah.
If I'm the Hawks, I'm cool with that. I get Keldon Johnson. I'm gonna get a high lottery pick. Cool with that.
DeJounte, Keldon Johnson, Jalen Johnson.
You still gotta have DeAndre Hunter. You gotta have a Kongwu still. So you're building something, but they won't be good. They're gonna be basically right where they are now.
I think with that lineup, I ain't gonna hold you with that lineup right there. Yeah, they still that's a better lineup than what they got now. I hate to say it. Is it like Bogdanovich? He decent. He all right. This is.
I think he's good.
Yeah, this is his first season back from tearing his ACL. No, he didn't tear his ACL last season.
No. No.
All right, so we got the Mavs right now, and they're rolling. They look scary. You got the Mavs as being the dark horse of the West, sneaky contenders.
Surprisingly, going to say yes, because honestly, outside of the Nuggets, I think they could beat any of these teams.
Yeah.
Now, if Cat was healthy, I wouldn't say they would beat them. Can they beat the Thunder? I think they can beat the Thunder. I think it'll go 7, but I think they can beat them. We know what Luka does with the Clippers, but he hasn't beaten them. He hasn't beaten them, though, but he's been torching the Clippers. We know what he does against he torches Booker.
He hate Book. I don't know what Book said to him, but he hate him.
So I would say, yes, they can possibly win the West. Luka has been on another level. Kyrie has played has played good. Their additions have been. BJ Washington still inconsistent, but Daniel Gaffer has been really good for them.
Yeah.
He's been good for them. I think Josh Green he needs to come back. I don't know if he came back or is he still hurt. But what was it? 16-6 since the trade deadline. They've been really good. They've been really good since. Luka basically averaging a triple double, 33, 9 and 9. Like you basically say triple double. So yeah, as long as they got Luka is a game changer.
Yeah, I'm not
They
gonna
they
hold you.
can they could potentially win the West. I don't think they will, but they could be sneaky. They could be sneaky.
Yeah, right now, I think they're better than the Timberwolves right now. I think the
Yes.
Thunder, they take them to 7. I think the Clippers, without Kawhi, they beat them. I think the Suns, they got their number. The Pelicans, I don't think they're ready for Luca and Kyrie. The Kings, they're better than them. The Lakers, I think they take them to 7. And I think they're just flat out better than the Warriors right now. It's like the Mavs, like, they definitely that same team. Like, you don't want to face them in the first. I don't want to face them in the first round. I think they get because right now Kyrie and Luca last year when they first like made that trade happen, they didn't look well together. That it looked horrendous. But now this year, actually like playing with each other with some extended time, man, they scary. That's a scary team to face, bro. Like you got Luca with the ball and he passing it to Kyrie. Like that's hard to defend. That's hard to defend. I think honestly, just how much attention both of those guys absorb on offense. You get the Daniel Gafford. I think like when he was with the Wizards, same thing with like Wendell Carter and the Bulls. Like probably expected too much out of him to play at a level that he wasn't ready for. Now Daniel Gafford has a lot less pressure on him. It's easier to make the shot. It's way less attention on him. So yeah, I think the Mavs. They're that team you don't want to face in the first round. I don't want to. I don't. If you got this
They would face the
hopes
Clippers first round. As of today.
without Kawhi, that's an L.
If Kawhi plays, I think they could beat them.
If Kawhi play, you think the Mavs still could beat them?
No, I think the Clippers can beat
The
them.
Clippers. Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
Kawhi plays, they can beat them.
Yeah,
Because
without
basically Luka and Kyrie gonna have to go nuclear almost every game.
I think they the team that like if you have to pick somebody who has to go off every game, I think
This is Luka. I'm picking Luka.
hell yeah. Like I think he go off more than Book. Like you expecting Book and KD to do it, but it's like no, realistically, it's Kyrie and Luca. That's the duo. They can go off for fucking 40 every game. Especially Luca. I think he get 40 easy. He always got the ball in his damn hand anyway.
Let me see. Luka. When he faced the Clippers, no, that was in the bubble, not that year. This man went off. He had one really bad game. So he had 31, 39, 44, 19, 42, 29, and 46.
He averaged 32 and 8 rebounds and 7 assists against
He
them.
averaged 35.
Oh, you
He
looking at the
averaged 30
playoffs?
I'm looking at the playoffs. He averaged 35, 10 assists, and 7, basically 8 rebounds in that series.
That's scary, bro.
I think the Clippers. I think I only picked them because they just got more firepower. Like one of them, like James Harden or Paul George, gonna have to like if none of them shows up, they will lose. But if he can drop 30 as per usual, and Kyrie brings along damn near 26, 27, they got a chance. I still don't think they could beat Denver though. Like I think really nobody in the West could beat Denver. The only team I would give credit to is the Timberwolves, and they had Cat. That's the only team.
Yeah.
I give nobody else a shot.
Shit, not even with Cat. I don't think, man, that's crazy.
I can't say the Thunder because they're too small.
Chat not ready for that.
That's why I think people want to face them. People want to face the Thunder in the first round. That team is inexperienced and they're small. That's why, low key, the Lakers, I think they want the Timberwolves, the Thunder to get the first or second seed, so they can potentially face them because AD gonna kill. He's gonna dominate.
Yeah,
Anybody wants them.
they win that first round, they knock that first seed off. Man, the matchups gonna
Even
be
the Kings or the Pelicans, they're just bigger than them. And the bro, the Thunder don't got nobody for Zion, and they sure don't got nobody for Sabonis. Sabonis
yeah.
got damn near average 20 and like 16, 17 against them.
So you got the Thunder coming out of the. How far you got them going in the playoffs?
Second round.
Damn, second round.
That's it. Hell yeah, because they're gonna have to face against a bigger team.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think the Timberwolves. I don't think they're gonna keep that first seed. I think Denver gonna get that first seed. Now, do I think the Thunder can take the Timberwolves in the stand-in for second? I think I got a shot. So even if they do 2 versus 7, that play-in, we don't have to see what. I don't shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Man, the Thunder. I don't think that. I don't think they got the ensemble. I don't think they just. I don't think they're ready yet. They kind of remind me of like Memphis last year. Like they kind of remind me of Memphis last year. Like they're a great young team. They can do their thing, but it's like I just don't think they're ready yet. Honestly, I think it's like I think Chet just isn't ready yet for it. Honestly, he's been having
big. If they had a big, they would be way more positioned. I'd probably give them a better chance if they had another big. And that's what they should do this offseason. They should go after a big to pair with Chet. I don't care. Jalen Woods has been good, but he's undersized. He's playing the 4. And you have Chet. Chet is like 7'1", I think, but he's skinny. It's not
skinny.
big.
Yeah, he's skinny
so
as fuck.
You're undersized. So yeah. The Mavericks, they can win. I ain't gonna say easily. They can win the West, but I'm not picking them against the Nuggets though. As long as Jokic on the earth, nobody beating them.
Battle of the Europeans.
I would damn near say if they face. I think that series go 5.
The Serbian, Luka. Jokic, the Serbian.
Easily. Well, okay, I got one last thing, and then that's it. This shouldn't be long. Kendrick Perkins says, "I don't see no type of joy, no type of spirit, no type of effort." He's talking about the Cavs because after last night, they basically got beat down by the Suns. Do you kind of agree with him? Remember, Donovan Mitchell had some comments like the other day, paraphrasing. He said, "This is April. We got to get together." What do you mean? Like you are in April. Why we got to get together in April? This should have been happened.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just thinking about Jared Allen comments too from last year. He said the lights was too bright. They're good. I think honestly, they're just a good regular season team. I don't think they ever have like any flashes that's like, holy shit, like I don't want to face them. I think teams see them in the first round, second round, and they're just like, oh, easy, pork chop, barbecue chicken. I'm gonna hold you like looking at the stand.
If I'm the Cavs, I'm praying on God that the Pacers move up.
I don't even think they could beat the Pacers.
I think they can get the Pacers. I think that would be a 7-game series. I'd rather take my chance with the Pacers than the Heat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I think teams look at the Cavs the same way teams probably looking at OKC. They ain't scared of him. They ain't scared of y'all. Because honestly, Darius Garland hasn't been that good. Evan Mobley offense still hasn't come along. His little brother offensive game is better.
He should be a better offensive player by now.
Yeah, like
he should definitely be better offensively.
I think there's still too much. It's still too much offensive scoring load on Mitch right now. And honestly, he trying to get over that injury. He's not looking that good. He's not.
You can tell he's not healthy. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he's just trying to fight and keep them afloat. You can tell. Mobley's only giving me 6 points, bro. Mobley should easily average 20. Easily.
7-2.
Yes, he did miss some games. I give him that, but he easily averaged 20. He's 6'11".
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. The Cavs, they could easily drop to the 6th seed, not the 6th, the 5th seed. They could easily drop. Yeah, I think the Cavs kind of like remind me like they're just a better version of the Bulls. It's like I just don't. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think much
Cavs,
about them.
the Cavs remind me of them like just a lot of sports teams. They're good, but in reality, they're really weak. They just remind me of them. Like that's the team is like I already like if you make a bet on the team on the money line, it's like I already know they gonna sell me. That's that team. Like you don't trust them.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
could easily like I think if they had to face Miami, Miami can win.
Yeah, I think I get what Perk's saying because it's like sports. Sports is like as a team, you need chemistry. You need to get along. You need to trust these people. It don't really feel like they have the atmosphere of like we like each other. Like I truly believe in this cast of individuals playing next to me. I think the Heat, they have like that. They have that. They believe in each other. The Pacers, they believe in each other. The Celtics, they believe in each other. Even the 76ers, they believe in each other. Even the Hawks look like they truly believe in the person next to them. They believe in their team. The Cavs don't look like that. They don't look, they just look like we got like, bro, he good, he good, he good. But it don't really feel like they a true like chemistry strong team. It kind of more so feel like they work friends. That
I
shit
think they
crazy.
got some decisions. Do you want to keep Donovan Mitchell and probably trade Garland, or do you just trade Donovan Mitchell, probably get more value back?
Mitchell don't want to be there. I mean, he already made the comments this
I wanted
summer.
to be there, bro. He made that the summer he got traded. He said, "I thought I was going to New York."
Donovan,
He
yeah.
said that. Like he does, bro. I mean, I kind of don't blame him, but he never wanted to be there. He doesn't want to be there because
Bro.
he probably he knows he's like you said he's a tier 3 superstar. Cool with that, but he probably I don't see him on commercials.
Because he ain't in the market.
If he was on New York, bro, he'd be on the billboards in Times Square
Bro, he's played with the Jazz. The
in
Jazz don't even.
Cleveland.
That ain't
See, I
fair,
don't
bro.
know.
That ain't, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. If you put Donovan Mitchell on the Heat, that shit, that's amazing. That's scary Terry for real. You put him in the Knicks, I think he happy, bro. You see how they is? Even the Nets, them players on the Nets, bro, they suck, but they look
It's,
happy. They look happy that they live in the city.
it's so funny because they said that they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to give up Quinn Grimes, but then traded him to the freaking Pistons. Like Knicks front office has been good recently, but that I don't know. That
It's like when the Matisse Daipo. Oh no, he's our guy, man. Man, come on, man.
bro, I
Shut
would
the
have gave
fuck
them
up.
RJ, Quinn Grimes, probably somebody else, and a whole bunch of picks, and you would have been fine. But now they probably think, man, hey, I'm glad we got Laurie Markkinen and Colin Sexton, Jazz, because they're better than anybody they would have got from the Knicks.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think that man, that man even said, I haven't given him any certainty to think that I would want to stay, that I would want to sign. Like, come on, bro.
He's not. I don't think he signs. I truly don't believe that. Either he's gonna get traded or he's just gonna play it out, and then he can go on the free agent market.
It's man, it's Paul George and the Clippers. They're dictating this free agency. They're the one dictating it. Whatever the Clippers don't do with Paul George or what they do with him, that's when all the other pieces gonna move. Like he's the big free agent guy. Like boom, we get him. That changed the narrative for our team. Now that's what it's gonna come down to. If he stay with the Clippers, boom, they gonna yeah, okay, we gotta do this, we're gonna do that. If he don't, he up in the air. Holy shit, we gotta do something. We gotta land this guy. We got a contender window.
I think they keep him though. I think he stays with the Clippers.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think he will. I think they just want to really see what he's gonna do. Kawhi Leonard is the guy, so they was gonna pay him regardless. But I think PG stays, and I think James Harden stays. I think they all stay.
It's fucking cold.
All right, that's it.
Thank y'all boys for tuning in to Full Court Entertainment Podcast. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff.